Okay, sorry about that. I was back on the D902 engine, and me with my fat fingers, because I do have hands of a working man. We got left off at the D902 engine, and my finger hit the stupid stop button. Anyway, like I said, there's a hydraulic tank, and it is metal. So we're going to tap into that, and we're going to put this, because this thing has these filters, which I'll explain, those need to be moved for the fuel. There is no hydraulic filter other than internal in the tank. And to change that out, you got to drain everything out of the tank. So what we're going to do is, as soon as I could find it, I just put the damn thing down. We're installing, hold on. Okay, let me continue. Right down in here, where there's a couple things we want to change. And TYPHON, if you're watching this, maybe a couple things. If you look way down there, there's the dipstick. In order for me, because I do have fat hands, for me to get that dipstick out, I have to use two hands and kind of bring it up through. Get my finger on it. Well, I guess I could do it with one hand with a phone. Well, no, I can't. I have to bring it up so far, then I have to shove another hand in here to hold it, and then kind of bring it up through here to get it out. If these filters were out of the way, and if you can look, they have plenty of hose hooked to them. I could take this bracket and move it somewhere, get it away from the exhaust, but move this somewhere out of the way where I got access to that dipstick. I do like to change my fluids. I do like to check them every time. Little things like that, to me, can be fixed. You can see, like the hydraulic hose, they put marks on them where somebody has changed or checked it. We have not found one loose bolt on this thing yet. I do like the counterweight, that it's nice and heavy. A couple of others we looked at, they're tin metal like this. They really had no counterweight. This thing is heavy. I haven't weighed it yet, but they say it's 4,000 pounds. I would say it's probably super, super close to it. It's heavy, which I do like, the stability in it. What we're going to install is this guy, hydraulic filter. We're going to install, there's a number on it. Got it on eBay. I'm sorry, take that back. We got it on Amazon. I'm going to install this down in here somewhere. So it could, maybe down in here somewhere. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to install it. I need to tap into this hydraulic line here and then run the return line back to the radiator. That's on the non-pressure side. And back to the tank. Little thing. Well, just put another friggin' scratch on it. Damn it! I just closed the door. All right, I'm gonna blame that one on my wife too. Anyway, I'm gonna show you something else. We got this TYPHON. Here's another thing you can look at. From there to up to there, that's a good distance. So we got these little steps like this, and I do like the idea that they fold up out of the way. So we're gonna mount this on the side, because my wife's probably almost the same height as I am, but she's got long legs, and she still had a hard time getting up here to run the excavator. So we're going to put a step right there. So you can step on the track, step here, and then climb on up. And like I said, we're going to get rid of this cheap carpet. And a couple other things would be TYPHON, the seat, which is nice. It's comfortable. But if you want to get to the top of this motor, example, to just put fluid in it, there's a cap right there. We took the seat off, and to take the seat off, you have a couple bolts. Let me show you here. We took these bolts right there, right there. We took those out, which were not too hard. This, because it's just kind of tight, we took that one out, and that one over there was even tighter, harder to get to. Well, again, fat fingers. So we're going to take this right here. We're going to put a hinge, piano hinge across here, where this seat will lift forward and have access to the top of the motor. We think that'll be a lot better. TYPHON maybe on your next design. That would be a nice idea. I like the idea. It's got the rocker switches on it. It's got 2 extra slots, which we're going to make for extra lights. I do have extra lights I bought, so my wife again can knock them off with a tree like she does on the other tractor. But that's okay. She's a good woman, so I don't mind replacing lights. Or we have another light bar that we could put across here, and I'm going to maybe put one across the back. Maybe hook up some Bluetooth speakers. This isn't really loud, but actually it's a lot quieter than some of those Briggs & Stratton ones that are out there. I do like underneath how clean it is. A couple things we're going to do. Let me climb under here and show you. One thing I didn't care for is right here. They're in the hoses, but it's just the metal. Even though the hoses are shielded, we're going to put hose or something around there to protect that. It's really clean underneath. Well, it was until we got it dirty. The oil drains here. There's your radiator overflow in case it overheats. Here's your drive motors. And there's the name on them in case anybody has to replace. I do like that this thing, it seems like it's well built. Sorry, I had to get a holder for the phone because my fat fingers. This panel here I have not taken off yet, but I'm going to when I get access to the hydraulics and stuff so I can put that filter in, which I think it's going to be a little bit of work because I'm going to have to take the pilot controls off. The tracks are 7 inches wide. I'm going to put a little custom paint job on this too, so heaven forbid it does ever get stolen, we will have an easier way to identify it. And I'm going to put probably a GPS tracker on it too. Our place is locked up. It's pretty secure, but you know, there are dirt bags out there. There is a rattle when we operate it at a higher RPMs. Hold on, let me get this stupid thing up here again. Yeah, like I said, this I do not like. We may change that out. This, having to take a bolt to open it up and take a bolt in and out every time, it's not that hard. It's only 1 bolt. But I'm thinking I'm going to make a lock instead. Just a lock so I can lock that in. And like I said, I'm going to change. I want to relocate the filters, and there's plenty of room. There's a bracket if it's not the right one. If I can't reuse it, I'll fabricate a new one. I do have the equipment, welders and all that to do it. Overall, I'm really pleased. I'm pleased with the quality. Like I said, the pilot controls, they're smooth. They're not jerky or anything unless you're running really high RPMs. And if you do it too fast, it will be a little jerky. I like the idea of this locks because we do have grandkids and you don't know what they're going to open up a cap. Because I know I was little and I wanted to play gas station attendant, and I took my grandfather's car and opened the gas cap and put the water hose in it. My butt hurt for like a month. Anyway, this is it. I will show you some more on the next video. I will take measurements, but my wife wants me to go load some tree branches, and so we need to use this thing now. We're going to put maybe our name or homestead name or something on here. It does have a light here, a LED light. And I don't want to use it too much before I put a hydraulic filter on it, but we checked the tank when we changed the fluids and it was pretty dry. I didn't see metal particles or anything in there. And so hopefully I'll get maybe just an hour on it. and then pull it in and do some redesigning. Anyway, there it is, the TYPHON Terror XX or 20. Like I said, it does need some modifications, but we'll do them and we'll get back to you and let you know. This motor also is CARB compliant, Tier 4 compliant, so it's legal to have in the US. Overall, I'm pleased. Some people were talking about how the cheap headrest is, the brackets here. People complain about to take the plastic off. They have to take it off from the seat. Just leave it off for the extra protection. I like the armrest. I like the idea that these things are adjustable. I like the little tack on, or not tack, I'm sorry, but the gauge cluster. The only thing is, it is kind of hard to see with the sun glare and everything. We did not want to get the cab. I'm claustrophobic, and plus where we're at, the weather's not that bad. It's actually really nice. There's the oil. We changed all the oils on it, hydraulic fluids, fresh fuel, and you can see little things like here, the detail that they ran the hoses up through the boom and through the stick. I have not had an issue. I have not found anything wrong with it yet, but hey, it's early, you know. I know some people say they get issues after 10 hours or so, but and in case you get drunk, there's the directions to tell you which way to go home. A couple things we're gonna, like I said, change on it, change the filters and stuff. Overall, I'm very pleased. I'll get into detail in the next one about what we paid for it, how long it took from the time of order, who we got it from. And like I said, they were really nice. We got a 1-year warranty on it. Parts only, which I don't mind because I'm mechanical, so I could fix about anything, not to brag, but yeah, I can. And like I said, we're going to modify and make some things, just make it a little bit better. But anyway, overall, I am very pleased with it. Like I said, I'll go over the other attachments we got. We got 1, 2, 3 extra buckets, a screening bucket, a wide like grading bucket. We got a trenching bucket. We got the auger, 2 augers actually, the auger drive, ripper, a rake, the grapple, and we got those from a different party. I tried to buy them through TYPHON, but honestly, getting the attachments was a little bit harder from getting them from them. The communication was great when you're buying this, but I'm like, hey, I want to get other attachments too, and it was a little harder to deal with them on that. And plus, I think their pricing for pretty much everybody's got the same stuff. I think they're rated up to 2.5 tons on the attachments. The ones that we got. But like I said, you know, I'm very pleased with it. TYPHON's been really good at, as soon as you call, they answer the phone. They're in California, I think the city of Commerce. And like I said, this thing, one thing I do complain about, I told them give me a 24-hour advance notice before they delivered it. And we just happened to be up here at our little homestead we have. We just happened to be up here, and the guy calls and says, I'm 10 minutes away. And it's like, well, happened to be a coincidence. We're here. If not, it would have been over an hour drive for us. And if I was at work, you're going to have to come back because I'm not taking time off work for somebody that was told to call us 24 hours ahead of time before they delivered. But other than that, I mean, the driver was really nice. Let me see. I think we got this around the end of June. In fact, you can see I need to change the oil. We had 0.2 hours, and I changed the oil July 6th of 2025. But like I said, overall, we're pleased. We're going to do some modifications, but I got to get going. My wife's out there impatiently. She's working a chainsaw, cutting tree branches down, and I got to get to work. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll let you know on the next video. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.